right, so now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this conversation that we wanted to have, which has to do with the Green Bay Packers and this Aaron Rodgers saga. If you guys have been watching the show, you know we've had conversations about Aaron and his stance and not being in practice and not coming back to the team and wanting the general manager fired and who else? Somebody else he wanted fired. Um, well, it all came to a head. What was that? Yesterday?
Yeah,
Came
yeah,
ahead yesterday. He did show up for the first game, first practice, um, and there were cameras everywhere. He did speak today and explain his situation, what he's unhappy with. He basically blasted the Packers. He didn't hold back at all. He basically let them know how he didn't feel. He felt like a they drafted his replacement. So B, there was also some players that were in his mind they should have consulted him about before just releasing or not offering a contract or offering a lowball contract. He just went on and on and went on and on about his grievances. It's fairly obvious that him and Devontae Adams. This will probably be their last year. If any of you are on, was it Twitter or Instagram? Well, they both posted.
It was on Instagram.
I think it was Instagram. They both posted a picture of the Last Dance with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, basically insinuating that hey, we're going to play this year, and then after this, we're going to roll out. Which is kind of sad for Green Bay fans. When I was listening to Rodgers, I mean, I really felt he was being sincere. I think he really loves that team. I think he loves that staying in Green Bay. I think he loves playing there. And I think he feels like most quarterbacks do that he should have some type of say. Now, that's kind of based on the team. And he did get Randall Cobb back. They did throw that bone to him today from the Houston Texans.
Yeah.
Because he was heated because he got traded to us. And he was heated when that happened. Then he went to the Texans. So what do you guys think about this situation? What's the future with Aaron Rodgers? Is he resolved? Are they playoff bound? What's going on? What y'all think?
I think this is his last season there. I think then he'll probably be out next season. Yeah, that's it. I think this is the last. I mean, obviously he's frustrated. He doesn't. He came back, but I doubt he really wants to be there. But after the season he had last year, where he's reigning MVP, what good does it do you to sit out? And I don't feel like if he would have said it would have hurt him. I mean, people still want him after after the season. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it's a whole. It was much ado about nothing. All this talk during the off season. Is he going to show up? Is he not going to show up? Is he going to show up? He's not going to be part of the Packers. And then it just seemed like at the last minute, hey, I'm here. Like, dude, okay. I mean, and I admire Aaron Rodgers' ability as a quarterback, but he's a diva. He's a straight diva. Like I said, he makes wide receivers look like model citizens. I mean, but I doubt. I mean, of course, Green Bay want to keep him. Of course, the fans want to keep him. You don't give up a Hall of Fame quarterback, unless you're the Patriots. But he doesn't. Even after this thing today, he doesn't seem happy there. He'll probably be gone next year.
So you wouldn't have wanted to keep him?
So what?
You wouldn't want to keep him?
Yeah, of course. Who would want to keep him? But Green Bay might have once come a certain point relationship where it's not healthy for anybody. It's toxic.
So do you think that what he was requesting was unreasonable in his stature as a quarterback?
No, not really. I mean,
the reason why I'm mad because you said he was a diva and he's all drama. So I'm trying to.
But he is a diva. I don't feel what he was asking for was out of question, or they shouldn't have been asking for it. But he is a diva. I mean, come on now. He is a diva. But
where's he a diva? Where's his diva ways?
Come on, man. Come on, man. He's all.
You can't just keep saying, "Come on, man." You gotta give me some type of example.
Aaron Rodgers always.
I mean, I could be like, Marcus, you're a racist. Come on, man. Racist.
It's just the whole way he carries himself. He doesn't seem to get along well with anybody.
Is that true though? Because is that true? Because his other players seem to love him.
Well, not his family.
Yeah, his family don't.
I mean,
a lot of
look,
ex-players don't like him afterwards.
That's different. That's different.
we all got family we don't get along with. But I mean, maybe he is being a little bit of a diva. I mean, maybe he's not. But if you think about it, the Packers have this track record where they don't operate right with their quarterbacks coming to the end of their careers. This is like we're watching Brett Favre all over again. And I think that Rodgers had a point. Them drafting his replacement when they could have been drafting weapons. They're still right there in Super Bowl contenders, not just playoff contenders. They're still Super Bowl contenders, and you're wasting draft picks on developing a quarterback.
According to everybody, he doesn't even look that good. Right. So I mean, you think about what you could have got and helping to keep loading your team, and it's they're in a pattern. They do this. This is what they do. And he in his presser he talked about them getting rid of some of their players like Charles Woodson and Jordy Nelson and all that. And I was just reading through some of what he talked about, but. Those were moves he didn't agree with, and they didn't talk to him. They emptied out the cupboard and left him standing there.
But did they?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, Green Bay has always been a double-digit winning team in the playoffs.
And why?
Yeah,
it ain't because they got a dominant running back. It's not usually because they got a dominant wide receiver. It ain't a dominant defense they doing it with.
Are we really going to say Eddie Lacy was a dominant running back?
Oh God, no!
No.
Oh God,
he just had one good season.
He did have one. It was one.
Yeah, it might have been halfway.
It's not even more than one.
Last good running back I remember they had was Amon Green.
That's a while ago.
That's a while ago.
Everything that Green Bay accomplished.
But Herman,
Go ahead, Mark.
He's delayed.
I mean, you hit some stuff. You hit on the head about Green Bay. This is what they created. Aaron Rodgers has been playing this whole entire season with a chip on his shoulder. He was drafted as Brett Favre's replacement, and he's still. They have.
Real quick, was Dorsey Levens playing with? I think he played with Favre.
Yeah, he did. He was that Super Bowl. He was in that Super Bowl.
But go ahead. I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
Yeah, as I'm saying, Green Bay. And I think they play. I think Green Bay organization plays off this too. They like having the pressure on the quarterback to make sure he can perform. You got a guy who just won the MVP of the NFL. You are actually one play away from going to the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. They need to get this man whatever he asks for, whatever he wants. They need to give it to him.
Exactly.
Even by signing Randall Cobb, he's only gonna be this is a one and done deal.
Yeah.
So I think Green Bay is crazy to not put the wagon with Aaron Rodgers, give him what he want, and let the man ride it out. That's what they should be doing.
And speaking on that, let's be Green Bay. You've had 30 years of Hall of Fame quarterback, and you only got 3 Super Bowl appearances and 2 Super Bowl wins. So
that's crazy.
You're going to need to do something because you're not going to have a third Hall of Fame quarterback in a row.
Like most teams don't hit on 2 in a row. Who does that?
They've literally had 30 years of Hall of Fame quarterback. And like I said, 3 Super Bowl appearances and 2 Super Bowl wins. So you better do something.
Y'all think that
you don't have that much time?
You think that Green Bay is in this situation because like the way that their ownership situation is set up?
Yes, because I think if there was an owner involved, he would have told that general manager, "You better make that dude happy."
Right, not
whatever
just
you got to do. You make that dude happy. And the way that it's set up now, there's nobody there to do that.
Wow, that's crazy. right there. But yeah, it's their ownership situation. I think plays a role because it's like Marcus said. You've had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks
Back to back.
Back to back. You were drafting good. You kind of knew what you were doing. You might have looked up with Rodgers because he's no way, obviously, he should have ever felt that far. But this is crazy. It's just crazy, and it's the exact same madness we saw with Brett Favre. Now, if let's say Love winds up becoming a good starting quarterback, becomes a star in the league. If we see this again with Green Bay, it's just a trend.
I'm gonna have to disagree with y'all on this, on y'all bashing them about Brett Favre. Brett Favre was the diva. Brett Favre was, I'm tired, I'm retiring. I'm coming back. I'm retiring again. Nah, I'm coming back. And then Green Bay just got tired of it. But Green Bay dealt with Brett Favre's divaness long enough until they decide, you ain't gonna keep playing these games.
Well, he was mad for the same reason Aaron Rodgers mad.
They drafted Aaron Rodgers. That's why
he drafted replacement. That's why he was mad.
Yep.
Yes.
I guess, but it was still a little different situation.
That's when he started acting the fool as soon as they drafted Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly when he started acting the fool.
It all went down.
But they bent over backwards for Favre. They kept putting Rodgers on the back burner to let Favre come back when he decided and stuff. So they did all they could, and then finally it was just like enough is enough. We got to put our foot down. So it's a little different situation.
He just wanted to hold him at bay. You wanted them to want him.
Yeah, but you remember Herman? They used to have like TV crews sitting in Mississippi waiting to decide what Favre was going to do and all this other dumbness.
But again, it plays out this way because of the ownership situation.
Yeah.
Because if I own the team, it's going to be, you're going to make it, and that's it. And just like you said, if there was a true owner for the Packers, I feel like they'd have been like, give Aaron Rodgers what he wants. Yeah. This dude is carrying this team.
Yeah, this situation it would never have happened on any other NFL team. No. Maybe the Patriots. Maybe.
No, because think about it. It didn't really happen with the Patriots.
Washington.
Put your hand down, Mark. Nothing happened over here.
I can't agree with that.
They would never have a Hall of Fame quarterback, man. So it'll never happen there. Don't worry about that.
Go ahead and start thinking about them.
The rejects. Yeah, and how about you talking about players not liking him. Devontae Adams seemed to like him because he sure enough broke off his contract talks and was like, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, and more than likely they're going to lose both of them, and they're going to be a dumpster fire next year.
But you know what? They might as well just at some point you do have to rebuild. You can't, as long as they've been successful, at some point you're going to have to rebuild.
So has the report come out now that he is going? This is his last year. Did he resign?
Who? Rodgers?
The Packers.
They voided the last year of his deal.
They did.
Okay. But from my understanding, they voided the last year of his deal. I think is what they said.
Okay.
And they can't franchise him.
So they're basically going to this is it.
Yeah, which is
nothing for him.
So how dumb is that? Right. When they could have traded him and got a haul and just said, you know what, let's just pull the trigger and start the rebuild.
It's a one and done year. It is a one and done year.
Yeah.
That definitely was dumb to go through all this and get nothing for him. Yeah,
unless they trade him in the middle of the season. But I think he even has a say in if he gets traded. And who he would go to, from my understanding.
And why would you give them anything in the middle of the season when you know at the end of the season he's going to be a free agent?
Let's say
unless you didn't want to go through the battle,
right? Because it's going to be a battle.
Yeah, it's crazy, but the things is like he's upset about some things, but some people just ain't built for that. Maybe he's not good with player personnel. Who knows? Maybe that's why they chose not to tell him about certain things or ask for his input on certain things, because they probably already know.
But even if you ask, isn't it a sign of a little bit of respect? And we say, yeah, we looked into it, but we decided to go a different way with that.
Yeah, but the question is, you did that. Then how does he react then? I mean, he's reacting this way now. What is he going to do? Well, I'm not playing. You know, what if he's going to react in some form or fashion? How does he react?
Honestly, doesn't matter. He's carrying your team to deep into the playoffs almost every year.
So is he bigger than the team?
You take him off the team and you ain't got the success you're getting.
It's not the question I asked you.
It's not about being bigger than the team. If you just
that's basically what you're saying. You're not letting
him make the choices. You're giving him input.
So that list of players that he had. All right, hey Aaron, you know, we about to let Charles Woodson go. No, you can't let Charles Woodson go. Well, we're letting him go. That's gone. You know, they ain't listening to me. Then whoever else, John Coombs, who what's the white wide receiver? Jordy Nelson. Then I mean, they just click. Man, they ain't listening to me. Why should I even care? I mean,
But at some point, they may have at least they could have kept one or two that he wanted to keep. You keep that. You keep the man. I mean, we all know the quarterback. They're the blamed for everything, and they, you know, some of them.
I'm sorry.
Basically.
Hey man, the Bengals, y'all keep sleeping. The Bengals gonna be nice this year.
They might be, but
I think they're gonna be
the
nice.
Bengals of old.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? If you're going to let one player at least have some type of say, it would be Aaron Rodgers. It would be Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it just is what it is. The last thing you want to do is be like the Patriots and watch them go to another team and win a Super Bowl.
That is true. That is true.
If they didn't learn from that, like I don't know what the deal with Brady was. I guess that might have been we'll just mutually agree and nobody really try to work that out. But.
Yeah, and you know, Bill is known for letting good players go early. So
Belichick wanted Brady out of there a long time ago. He wanted Garoppolo.
When he wanted Garoppolo, yeah.
But you see, Robert Kraft said, and
he was right.
It made them work it out for a little bit longer. So. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I feel like, Green Bay, they probably should have catered to Aaron Rodgers a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't disagree. It should have never really come to this, and especially after the fact you had such a good season the last 2 years you were in the championship game.
Yeah.
So you should have been more focused on, that. And I do agree with Aaron. They should have been way more focused on making that team better for him.
Yeah, then
get over that hump.
Yeah,
you've never heard of a team make it to the championship 2 years in a row, and then they're going to lose their MVP quarterback the next year. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And time is running out for Green Bay.
Yeah,
Brady or
Green Bay.
Oh yeah,
time is running out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So this actually may be their last year.
This is it. This is
their last year.
This is last year.
No doubt.
Unless Love, is the second coming.
Right, and that's probably not.
That's not. Yeah, I doubt it. I don't think he's gonna be the second coming.
I don't see it either.
Yeah. All right, Mark, you got everything out that you needed to say on the subject?
Wait for it.
Oh yeah, I mean we touched on everything. I agree. He's your MVP. You can't slight your MVP. You gotta take care of him.
But Marcus is right. He is a diva. I was just messing with Marcus.
I mean, you know what? I think like somebody in the chat said it might have been Professor J, but all these star players are divas.
Yeah. But I do agree with a lot of what he was saying. I didn't think what he was asking was unreasonable, depending on how he acted. If they did acquiesce to his,
I wonder, was he willing to give up money for them to help with the cap so that they could stay? Because
Brady always was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but Brady would sign friendly deals at his time.
Yeah,
to make sure. Wasn't it? He broke the bank.
Yeah, he did break the bank a couple times.
And he always had backup because he's married to a very rich woman, richer than he is. So
yeah, that's true.
He can afford to be worried about finance.
Right. I ain't worried about that.
I mean, as long as he stays married,
Well, she got more than him, so he should be
Yeah,
able
but
to
I'm saying
get
if she
alimony.
leaves,
He should be able to get alimony.
he's stupid.
He should be able to get alimony.
He has me accustomed to this lifestyle, Your Honor. That's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, he came out and I mean, I'm glad that this saga is over because it was getting a little ridiculous, a little redundant.